Guess what? It's me, it's Heather, and it's time for another video. It's Riven. It's gonna be Riven. I was like, guess what? It's me, it's Heather, and it's we're gonna be playing Riven today. I've recorded. Hold on, I haven't recorded in a couple weeks, I want to say, and in those couple weeks, I got a new camera and a new microphone. So it might sound different or look different. I've been messing with the exposure on the camera because my last one didn't really have that. But now you can actually see the moon behind me instead of it just being like a blob of light. But now I have like a light up here, and it's like a ring light, so it's not even like a light that I don't know. I'm not good with this stuff. This is just sort of like I threw this together, and we're gonna see how it works today. A couple weeks ago when I recorded last, I want to say, let me count, hold on, 27. I recorded 27 C games. It was a lot. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 14, 15 C games left. I still have 15 C games left. I don't really have a goal. I would like to be through with the C games by the end of the year. I feel like I'll have them all played by the end of the year, but I won't have them all uploaded and edited. So we'll see how far we can get. But I was like, I'm going to take a break from the C games, and I'm going to play something else today. And that something else is going to be Riven. It's going to be the original Riven. It's going to be the next thing in our play through the whole Myst series. Remakes, remasters, everything. And we're on Riven now. I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description that has the original Myst, real Myst, and then the Myst remake. So we're going to do Riven, and then we're going to do the Riven remake, which I have not played yet. I played a little bit of the demo, but it was freaking gorgeous. This game's already, like, the original's already freaking gorgeous, so I can't wait to see what the remake looks like, but we're gonna play the original first. One quick thing I wanted to do here is I found, there's stuff I'm still looking for. I mentioned the Myst to Riven book. I still haven't found that. There's a couple other Riven things I have from a long time ago, like a shirt. I have a shirt with my little guy on it that you'll see. But I did find, if you remember, I mentioned the Myst calendar from 1997, the Ages in Time calendar that has nighttime shots of the Myst Island, and I was like freaking out about them. Oh my gosh, this smells like yesteryear. So like what I thought was really cool was it had, I'm gonna show you this whole thing. I'm so sorry, I'm a dork. What I thought was really cool is it had shots of ages that were like different angles. So like this was the first time you ever saw like the mechanical age from here. And on January 17th, they have the marriage of Atris and Catherine. So apparently you can celebrate that if you want. I forgot about that. Let's see what other stuff is in here. Here's the Selenitic age at night. Wow. Here's the telescope of the Stone Ship age. There's Myst at night. Oh my god, it was Myst at night. Like, I was so impressed. I was like, oh, I wish I could see it at night in the game. Oh. Look at all the stars. Wow. Here's the weird angle of Channelwood. Tag yourself. What birth month are you? What's on your birth month? There's Myst Island. There's Channelwood. There's nothing in August. Why? My mom's birthday. There's like a drone shot of Selenitic. There's Mechanical Age at night. Here's when Atris wrote his first book. Here's my favorite. On October 31st, little me in 1997 tried to write in fancy writing. Riven comes out. All right, Heather. There's Stone Ship at night. Wow. And then what was really cool was that in December, my birth month, they had a picture of Riven. I don't know if this shot's actually in the game. But yeah, it was like, oh my god, it was a preview of Riven. Whoa! So there's that, and then I also have, in 1998, they did a Riven calendar, and this is my little baby. You'll see him. We'll get to him. I don't want to, like, be like, here's a bunch of pictures from Riven, because we're going to see it, and it's so pretty, and I want you to experience it, like, this was the cover of the game. It was this thing, which you'll see. So yeah, here's, I found my 2 calendars. Very excited about that. There's still other stuff I need to find. Like, I really thought my Myst to Riven book would be on the shelf with all my other big books, but... So yeah, let's play Riven. Let's do it! Oh my god. You may have difficulty, especially if you're using a gamma utility and have it set incorrectly. As a last resort, you may want to try to match the 3 Riven images at right to the prints on the back of the Riven box. Hold on, let me go get my box. I still have the box, actually, somewhere. But, yeah. Okay. Continue. Oh, volume adjustment. Sounds good to me. The Cyan production team has put a lot of effort into the sound and music of Riven. Yes! Most internal computer speakers are about the size and quality of a speaker in a common house phone. We highly recommend external stereo speakers or headphones. They're like, use something better. Start new game. Wait, what are our options? We don't want zip mode. Transitions fast. Water effect enabled. Yes. Left mouse button interact. Escape skip. We don't need to skip. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's just a point and click. It should be fine, right? I'm so excited. The music! This right here, remember I told you when I was playing Myst, I was like, when Riven came out, I was crying. When this was on, when this, like, that opening, the Cyan opening, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually playing Riven. Blah. Hey!
Thank God you've returned.
Hi.
I need your help.
I couldn't have gone anywhere else.
There's a great deal of history that you should know. But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there.
Here, you gotta read it all.
Keep it well hidden.
Okay, no shit though, I had the biggest crush on him. When I was playing
For
Riven,
all
I was
reasons
like,
you'll discover,
I love him.
I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this.
What is it?
It appears to be a linking book. Back here to Dunny.
The music.
But it's actually a one-man prison.
Oh, it's another one of those.
You'll need it, I'm afraid,
Can I use it?
to capture Gan.
Who's Gan?
Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back.
You can tell us who Gan is?
There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Right here, it was right here. I was like, I saw the Cyan thing and I was like, and then I saw this and I was like, oh my god, it's right here. I don't know, dude. Cool, awesome. It's where I belong. Well, this is the game. This is the game, y'all. Hey, friend! Over here! I love the costumes in this game. Hi!
Yo?
Yeah?
Feriaje. Kakaware po. Modulo po me po.
Uh-huh.
Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. Busu rekoa. Wisirap.
I love the way he goes.
Umutika bukuha nai. Wisirap. Umutika bukuha nai.
No, you don't want this book. It's bad.
Bukuha nai. Wisirap. Bukuha nai. Bukuha nai. Bukuha nai. Bukuha nai.
That's not the book you think it is. I remember my mind being blown too right now because, like, this is more action than you see in Myst ever. There's like bodies being drug away. Like, what's happening? Look at that outfit. Thank you. Don't touch that. You don't want it. It's bad. It's a bad book. All right, bye. All right. Also, I said that I've played, you know what I'm going to do? Is this always, I can't remember. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to move this in a second. But what I said about, I played Myst and Riven a lot, but I played Myst way more. So like there will be things I remember about this game, but I will not remember everything like I do in Myst. Like Myst, I have all the puzzles memorized and everything, but this I do not. So I can turn around in my prison. In my little prison, I can turn around. We'll see how that works. All right. I don't know. Then there's all that, whatever. You know what? Okay. So yeah. Oh. We're not going that way. So yeah, I vaguely remember things. I know what this is, kind of. And it's not gonna do anything? You look in it? There's a little scope for you to look in? Fun facts, in some of the rock faces, I don't remember where the rock faces are, but in some of the rock faces you can see, like, kind of superimposed pictures of, like, people. Those, I think, are, like, families of people who worked on the game. But I don't remember where those are. What I do remember you can do, here's the lever for the thing. The second person that showed up put this little dagger in it so that it could be shutting it. It's this dagger, right? You see this dagger. What you can do, is it here? You can see his body or not over the side. I remember that one. Alright, let's go up here. I was so... I cannot tell you how, like, feral I was about this game. Oh, here's the dagger again. When it came out. I was like, oh my gosh! We can go in there. We can turn that room. I remember that. So yeah, with this game too, I would, like, walk around, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I was like... Oh my god. See, the dagger's right here. Okay, so we can go in there once we turn the thing. Let me, before I mess with this room, I want to look around at what's on this island. What's on this... Hey, chair. Like, the Myst music was good, but Robin Miller was fucking cooking with this shit. Spider chair. Let's go. So did we actually open that door? That's the maglev thing. I don't... That's... everything, but I don't remember what it does. So, okay, so that... Should I crank the volume up and now it's like louder than my... The music is so good though. Like, I just want you guys to experience. I can't wait to see this in the remake. All of it. All of it! Look at you. Okay. Yath. No, you you know what's annoying about the camera being up here, though? I'm looking off the screen. I told you my brain. So these are that little guy again, this little guy. I didn't really, the first time I played this, I didn't really pick up on this little guy at first, until I actually saw him, because you see one. And I was like, he used to scare me, and I'll show you why. But they're like putting offerings to this little guy. And this little guy's wearing this star on his head, and the stars everywhere. That's the door I opened. This is the maglev thing, but I don't think... I can't, here it comes! Okay, we're not gonna get on it yet. I don't want to go to another island yet. We didn't look in the other room. Watch it, like, leave after I go, so I'm gonna have to, like, call it again. Sorry, I called early here. I'm not getting on yet. Which island is this? Temple Island? So there's this room. If I click this, the room will rotate. I can't read that. Can we? Okay. Where's my copy of the game? I have like 3 copies of this game. Were there 7 discs or were there 5? 7 was Phantasmagoria. Maybe this one had 5. But on each of the slip covers that the CDs came in, these pictures were on it, and I don't remember what the first one is. But this is Gen, and he's writing, and all these magical things he's writing are coming to life. Wow. You know, like Atris, like writing books. Oh my gosh, look! The people think he's a god. Okay. I don't want to say it too much about these yet, right now. But there's this picture. It's like I know things and I should be figuring things out with you guys. I can't remember which what is that the first one? And all the trees are cut down to make the books for the We're gonna come back to these. We're gonna come back to these. Once we know more about So I could get over there, but not right now. So let me rotate the room. Because I can get in that other door too. That might be the one I need to cross. I think, no, because it's closed right now. I think this is the only place where you can spin it though, right? Is this still too loud? It's still too loud. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I wanted the music to play and now the volume of the sounds is like, whoa, chill out, bro. Help. Help. I'm gonna spin it all the way around. I'm gonna spin it all the way around and then be like, oops. I thought I had it. Okay, see, these are closed. This is... That's the... No, that's a different door. Do I need to spin this and... Let me check where this is. This is like 1 over, right? Yeah, like that thing should be over here. So maybe if I do it, let's do it one more time. One more time. Oh, I need to read that journal too. The thing he gave us. But see, that's gonna face the door that way, isn't it? Shit! I can tell you right now that this is not going to be as easy breezy beautiful as the Myst playthrough, where I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing. Because I don't. I don't remember. Okay. That's the thing that's up. Okay, I did something to that. Did I open a gate or something? I'm sorry, I keep looking over to see if like the camera's okay. Like if we like it. Do we like this? Does this look okay, y'all? I feel like it's not as like, what if I change this color? Ooh, let's make it that color. Now you can't see me at all. Great. It's ambiance. Now we're at this door. Bitch, this door won't open! Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all don't know what I'm doing. I kind of like that better. Because then my face doesn't look as like... Sorry. I don't like my face. I need to draw... I feel like I need to draw this out. Unless those are open now. What if... What door is this? No, we're back there. We don't want to be back there. Actually, maybe we do want to be back there. Maybe I just needed to slide that. The main thing? Yeah, let me out here. And then we're gonna turn this one. And see if that door's open. Do you like how from here you can't tell? Hey! Alright. Ooh, can I look at it? Ooh, there's where we started. Okay. Yeah, bitch. Sure. Don't remember what that means. Do not. I don't know what I did. That's the thing with this game is there's so many levers. I just click them all, and there was an ad, a magazine ad. I wonder if I can find a picture of my room. It was a double page spread in like Rolling Stone, so it was huge. And it was like Riven, the sequel to Myst, and it was like this shot. And I had torn it out and I'd hung it up on my wall in my bedroom when I was young. And I had it up there for... What was that? Cute. I had it up there forever. You know what you guys are gonna help me figure out? I am gonna use a dial on my Stream Deck. So that I can turn it up and down without going back into, what's it called? But now I have a dial, so I can turn it up and down while I'm in game. Bam. You know what? Let's stop real quick and read our damn book. This is the journal. This is the book that Atris handed us when he was like, this has all the information in it. So this is what we're doing. Now that I've done a little bit of stuff, we're gonna take a break and read. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. Okay, 6 days later. Revisions to Riven are completed. There's still a number of minor adjustments which need to be made, but the basic corrections have been entered and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible that I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I've not had a rest in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest I will see something. Success! It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to think to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. I've received no sign from her in all that time. I'm afraid that, no, I must assume that she's all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts to bring her back. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I've never presumed to have such power, and yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I've saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he's still the man he once was. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but his history forces me to assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Dunny civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake and would continue to do so were he to once again be free of the confines of Riven, or the Fifth Age, as he coldly titled it. This man, okay. I'm just remembering things, sorry. The universe has been safe from his corruptive influence for the last 33 years because no one has been able to leave that age, the last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the Starfisher upon my return to Myst. That was my intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds, and since the art of constructing books had long been lost with the fall of the Dunny, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. In effect, that is what we achieved, but the way it fell, however, was no one's ideal. Though the sting of the incident has gradually faded from my memory, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to be has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue, but it was never my choice that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. Enough. To dwell on the past is to die in the present. The situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired in the years since that time has yet to be applied to this problem. I think I have the solution. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know unless the idea of it and push out with the thought of my sons. Do you know how, like, I was reading this journal the first time and, like, he said my sons and I was like, oh my god, it's them! Alert! A prison book. Many years ago during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Dunny, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation quickly succeeded in crafting one of these devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person will become trapped and the first person displaced back into the world, which is what we saw with Cirrus and Aknar. Now, I don't know, because like I said, I didn't play 4 and 3 in those as much as I played 1 or 2, and especially 1, especially the first Myst. I don't remember how, if they like retcon this somehow, or if the wording of this, or maybe the wording of this changes in the remake. So we'll have to see. Because this says, like, they permanently get trapped in the dark void of the link. So, like, what it looks like in the first Myst is that Cirrus and Aknar are basically sitting in that darkness that we saw in the bad endings. But then in the fourth game, you go to the prison ages they were on, basically. They were in. So we'll see. I do wonder if the wording of this changes. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written, changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who's unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If indeed my father's not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Dunny? Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have begun again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I've made. This did not at first concern me, however, tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects that I anticipated during this initial phase of the island's readjustment. Still, in order to verify my assumptions, I decided to calculate again, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. I must act while I still have the time. The signs are barely visible, but there's no question the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead, and that's becoming increasingly difficult to do. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's economy of words has yielded. But it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There's no end to this. The last few days have all but convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it now, and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. I like how he's like, oh my god, it's so risky to go there. I can't go there. Hey, you. You can go there. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. 6 days later. Something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has finally found my lost Myst linking book and has freed me from this prison. That's me. I immediately realized that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. I'm still not sure it can work. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the mere fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven, and yet proceed with my original intent to find Catherine has given me renewed hope. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once Gen has been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and risk the possibility of inadvertently releasing Gen. The deteriorated state of the gateway image makes the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I'm still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur on a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual could affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there's a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an anomaly that appears as a rift between two separate systems, the Starfisher. But how or even if this fact could be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that once I receive the signal that they were ready to return, I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. However, provided my father was safely out of the way, this should take very little time. After that, assuming the island does not incur much damage in my absence, it should then be a relatively simple matter to hold it together long enough for Catherine to return to Riven and evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a signal without knowing the topography of the island may prove to be impossible, but I'm afraid there can be only one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for failure will be greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. I'm sure my father's expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. He only wanted him on Riven, but Catherine is also on Riven, and she also has, no way out. And also, this is where she's from. Catherine is from Riven, so, these people are her people, and she, she doesn't want them on this, unstable age island thing. There are, 5 islands. I was gonna say unstable island, and then I'm like, there's more islands than one. So yeah, now that we've taken that little break. I don't remember what I'm doing. Beautiful! Okay. It's so pretty, though. I don't remember what I'm doing. It's been decades. No, I've played this in the past 2 decades. But it's been over a decade since I've played, definitely. That, you make this come out. So I can't do that yet. I'm sorry, I'm like, ooh, the first part of Riven, I'm so excited. The video's just gonna be me fiddling with stuff, me doing stuff, me changing the camera, me fixing the screen. I can't turn it from here, right? No. But I can still turn it from here. I need to find a map. Keep going, bud. Riven Temple Island map. I just want to see where the things spin. The gateway room, that's what it's called. Here's one right here. Main entrance, steam valve, hidden door. Dome exit, back door. Okay. We're just gonna put this right over here for now. Because that's an opening and that's an opening. If I have this open, if this is the one I'm on, I can go. But if that's the one I'm on, how could I get there? I need to go back to the steam valve. You know what? We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to that. I'm done with that. We're going to another island right now. I've had enough of that room right now. We're going on this thing. We're taking a ride. Okay. Okay. I loved this thing. I was like, this is amazing. I want to ride it for real. Did you know? Hold on. I'm going to tell you a story. And not one that I've told on Myst before. Okay. A long time ago at Disney World, there was a place called Discovery Island. And it had it was I'm pretty sure it was kind of like a zoo island. Like there were animals there. I'll find articles about this and put them in the description because I only have like a base knowledge of it. But like Discovery Island, they closed it and it was like abandoned for a while. There was a rumor for a while that it was going to be turned into like a Myst island. And I was like, that's bullshit. But the more I looked into it, the more I was like, oh, this was like a real possible thing. It didn't get too far, but it was far enough that there were like rumblings of it. My brain couldn't handle it. It's like, could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? That would have been so fucking cool. Okay. I'm thinking we're on. It's those little guys. No, I want the little guys. I gotta find the little guys. Oh yeah! Okay. Okay, so I know these numbers. I know these numbers, just from memory. Because I played this game so much, I had these numbers, like, memorized. The Riven numbers. But I've kind of forgotten them. I think I know what this one is. So, I don't know if I should mention this and show it now. You know what? I'm gonna. So this thing, you need this for something. It's like a code. But you get the number off the back of this little dome that has an eyeball on it. And the eyeball comes into play because of the placement. If you look here, there's like a little guy here. There's like a little shape of a guy. I feel like these things, their name starts with a Y, maybe? But, so we have that. We'll see the number system later. But, so we're on Jungle Island now, which is probably my favorite island. Okay. I don't remember. A bird! Is that another dagger? Right here? A pizza cutter? No. Oh, I forgot about this screen. Oh, this game is so cute. Oh, it's so freaking good. This game is so pretty! Okay. There's little buggies and everything. I don't remember my way around even. Hi! Hey up there! How's it? There's a fucking weirdo on the island! We don't know him. I don't want to cause any harm or anything. Yeah. I'm here. What's up? The dome. There's the second spinning dome. Hold on, I just want to... Oh my god, I love this shit so much! It's so pretty! Oh yeah, this is my island. Hi! There's a village up there. Hi! The kid's playing down there and she's like, nope, some weirdo's here. I'm sorry, I just bolted just to like see. Oh god. Oh. Okay, everything's fine. I'm leaving. Let's go down here first. These are sunners. I love them. They're very cute. They're just little guys. They're sunning. You don't have to leave! I love you! Hi. That thing said, fuck you. I like everything I come across is like, ew, and they leave. Ew. Who are you? Get away. So this one, is it here? Aww. The water's so pretty. Okay. I think it also makes the sound of the animal that it is. That's 5. And I think this is the Wahrk, which is this guy. The guy I keep showing you. You can only see part of him on the front of the calendar. But, like, the shape right here... No, hold on. What's this way? Oh, it's another lookout post to be like, there's a weirdo here! Okay, so here's another view of the island. So, oh, here's one more. Maybe that's, shit. I don't remember which animal this is. Okay, so I think it was Myst, in one of them, in the Channelwood Age, I don't remember. Oh, maybe I need to fill it with water. This might be a beetle? Yeah, it's the beetle. I think it was Channelwood at some point. I talked about how big bodies of water freak me out. And I talked about the book Lock and how I used to go jet skiing with my stepdad and was scared that there's a part in Lock where he's on a jet ski and things happen. Like his jet ski gets stuck and he has to like dig under it to get... So, big creatures in big bodies of water always kind of freak me out. There is a creature in this game that is in this water. And you never see him, because there's like, if you look, there's like these little divots in the water. We'll see more of it, but I'm gonna tell you that this right here, this place freaked me the fuck out. And like, there's that mom and she was letting her kid play. No, I would no. See, this is where you'd get in the little, there's like a little thing under there that you can like get in. And you can take it to different places. But it's not here right now, so I can't take it. Which is fine, because I don't want to get in right now. And what I'm really, like when you're in the thing, I was always like, oh my god, what if the guy shows up? What if the thing shows up? And he doesn't while you're in the thing. But what if he does in the remake? Help? Help? I'm gonna lose my shit, okay? Okay, so that's a different way to get into... Alright, so we need to go up here. Can we get in this side? Or is this one, like, closed? Oh, there's a little axe. See, this was the island we were on before. This one with this big thing. I'm sorry. What? Oh, and these are all the trees he's cutting down for books, right? Yeah, because you need to fucking... There's the beetle! Hi! You're cute. Bye! Aw. I like that you can... I love the life in this game. Like, they've brought so much life into the, like, the surroundings and stuff. I should probably end this video. I've been recording for over an hour, and I know a lot of that was, like, getting settled and shit, but I should probably end this video. Yeah, so that's the first part of Riven. I'm not sure how many parts there will be to Riven or the remake, but I'm very excited to play them, and I hope you are too. I hope you're having a great everything, and I will see you in whatever the next video is. Bye!